Today I'll be talking about why lack of personal purpose leads to romantic obsession. If you have personal purpose in your life, there is rarely a chance for you to have romantic obsession about person because you're so focused on yourself, on your goal, that you no longer chase after instant gratification. You no longer seek things in another person. The reason that you are being romantically obsessed about someone else because is you lack something in yourself right now. That is purpose. So for the reason you are so much into that person that you cannot get them out of your head, you're obsessed. You look up their social medias, you think of them 24/7. You have sort of this obsession, this romantic playback in your head, this image, this scenery playback, romantic moments that you have. It's all due to the lack of purpose. And I'm not denying the fact that there is not genuine pursuit, there is not genuine wanting or need for romance. There is genuine want and need for romance, as we're a human being, we're a social creature. Everyone craves, everyone needs, everyone likes love, affection, and care. But when one does not have purpose, he uses romantic obsession as an escape way to run away from his problem. And that is what it later leads to resentment. Once you have that romantic obsession, you no longer want other things. You forget about your main purpose, you forget about your life goals. Because in that moment you feel that high of obsession, you feel that high, that dopamine obsession of attention. And it may be good for now, but in the long run, when you age, when things and responsibility fall on your shoulder, that romantic obsession ain't gonna save you. So it's better to have a clear life purpose and alongside have a romantic persuasion of things and a person. One can enjoy both things, but to solely have a romantic obsession is due to lack of purpose. Being purposeful and also being present and being okay and open to things as they unfold. I'm not saying to object, to deny any romantic interference or romantic. mm, How do I put it into words? Let's say when you come across romantic encounters, when you come across anything or any person, when you come across that person, it is okay for you to indulge in that thing. But to solely leave your purpose and go after that obsession, you lose both the things. Once your life goal, another your love life. If it falls on your way, it is meant to be, it will meant to happen. But you living less of your purpose, not having a purpose in your life where you want to be, what your goals are, it will lead to destruction. You will be leading to yourself on an astray, and later you will be seeing yourself all into ashes. You could have used that moment, you could have used all those time to create yourself, to build yourself, to find your purpose, to find things, to find yourself, to chase after yourself, to understand yourself better. Instead, you chose other things because that is the hard part, and often we choose to ignore, we tend to run from the hard part because we do not want to sit with ourselves to deal with our shadow parts. Instead, we go to obsession, we would find things that gives us dopamine, we would find things that makes us feel interesting and curious. You know, the reason that we are so hooked to other people's life, the reason that we're so interested in other people's life is because there's something boring in our lives right now. And that is why human is a strange creature. They want to use others' name, they want to use other identity to feel something. That is why you must have a purpose. And this is my way of recording video. I'm being raw, honest, unfiltered, without editing anything, because I want to be able to speak to the camera effectively. I've been planning to do this thing for a long time. This video, this The way I should be talking, the way I talk right now I should be doing this thing 2 years ago. But with my self-doubt, with the things that I did, chase after things, going after things that was not meant to be doing, but we learn from our things, we learn from our experience. And I'm not trying to place blame on anything or any circumstances. It was me who chose to do that thing in that moment because it was the best thing that I know at the moment with my level of consciousness, with my level of understanding. It was the best that I understood. And as human being, we tend to do things that makes us feel safe, that makes us feel good. And right now I'm doing the hard part. I'm trying to do the hard part on looking on myself, doing things that I feel friction, that do not feel doing at it, because I have to do this. Because how many, like, how long I'm gonna ignore this part, how long I'm gonna be running away from myself like this. At some point I gotta stay. At some point I gotta face myself. I gotta face the demons. I gotta face everything that I've run from myself for so long. And so right now I'm doing it. That is why I'm recording this video and I'm posting it raw and filtered. And I do not care if it has 1 view, 5 view, 2 view, 10 views, or even million views. I'm solely doing it for myself. I'm documenting my story. I'm documenting my thoughts, my ideas, like I want to, because I've held myself too much. And this is not another giving up. This is not another instant gratification interest that I'm doing right now. This is me stepping on my fear, stepping on my personal belief that I am much more what I believe to be, not falling in love with the potential but rather with the action. And I've always said myself, and I've always said to others as well, to my close ones, nothing changes if nothing changes. Good day.